Welcome to another edition of Revealing God. I'm your host, Brother Victor. Today we'll talk about victory over the world. Now, this phrase comes from 1 John chapter 5, verse 4, that says, "He that's born of God overcometh the world." And this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. So we see two things here. Number one is being born of God. That means to be born again. So you can't overcome the world without being born again. Number two, faith. And when you talk about faith, it's not just talking about faith. Just say you believe. You must believe, then obey. Because true faith is believing, then obeying. Because the Bible clearly says that faith without work is dead. So when you say you believe and you don't act, you are actually not believing. Because faith is the evidence of things not seen. So I believe you're not seeing it yet, but your action shows that you truly believe. That is true faith. So if we believe God, will act on it. So what is the world? That's the next thing we want to talk about. Now, many people think the world might mean country in the world system, being, prominent in this world system, being, number one in whatever you're doing. It's more than that, because when we refer to 1 John chapter 5, when we look down to verse 18, it says, "He that is born of God sinneth not." Then it went on to say that then the wicked one cannot touch him. So in other words, we're talking about the devil, that you are overcoming the devil, and it's what is sinful nature, is structured upon the earth. God, when we look at the next verse, verse 19, it tells us that he that born of God does not sin, because the whole world in wickedness. So it's talking about a system of the world that is better of sin, evil, and wickedness. So that's how the whole world system is better of self-determination. And if you can refer this to 1 John chapter 2, verse 16, it said, "All that's in this world is the lust of the eye, lust of the flesh, and pride of life." So that's the three things that is actually made of the world. And that's what Adam and Eve, that's what Eve saw. The Bible says saw the tree that was good and it was pleasing to the flesh, and one that could make her wise. That was pride of life. So those three things were the words that we used against Eve. And we must also be very careful, because this is all that's in this world. We must live above the system of the world. That is how we get victory, because the devil can't touch you when you are not having the lust of your eye, lust of the flesh, and pride of life. Because whatever you love, lust means desiring something more than God. Was to your eyes, that's lust of the flesh. To your flesh means the things you desire more than God, maybe sex or whatever you desire more than God, to your flesh is a loss of the flesh. And pride of life, being trying to become someone that God has not said you should be, because you don't want to be known in this world. So if you're not born again, say the prayer on the screen, because that's the first way to get victory over the affairs of the world. But if you're already born again, then all you have to do is to go out and tell someone about God. God told me that if 10,000 of us go out individually winning one soul a day, we can win 1,000,000 souls in 100 days. So let's go out and reach out to the lost. God bless you, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.